Hey guys, welcome back to Enrique's Do It Myself, because I can do it myself. Today we're going to be learning how to do a lantern floral arrangement. This is basically for brides that want to learn. I've had so many brides ask me how to make a lantern arrangement, so here we go. The supplies you will need is a 20-inch lantern, and the actual part where the glass goes is actually 12 inches. It just depends what size you want, right? I'd rather have a taller one, that way I can fit a candle in there. You're gonna need one wet foam brick, some moss, which this is way too much moss, but they didn't have a smaller bag, so I got this one. And I like the Spanish moss, not the sheet moss, not the other colors. If you want to do a certain color theme for your wedding, well then you'll get a colored moss. You can get teal, you can get pink, blue, there's different colors. It's your choice. You need a candle. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be using, but I got two sizes just in case, just to test it out. You're gonna need about 4 to 5 stems of baby's breath, 8 stems of Gerbera daisies. I call them Gerber daisies, but people say Gerbera because that's how you spell it. You need a dozen roses, 5 stems of mini carnations, and 4 stems of hydrangeas. So let's get started. We have to cut the floral foam. So technically you want to measure it. Put it through here and just stamp it with the frame of the cage. And you just need your kitchen knife. Nothing really particular. And by the way, you want to soak your foam for at least 30 minutes just to be safe, because you really don't want to put flowers in a piece of foam that is not completely soaked, because if you do that, your flowers will end up wilting because you're not giving it enough water. Through here, stick it right in there. And of course you want to put the candles in before you start putting the flowers in, and then the Spanish moss. And this will get messy. This is why we have a towel down, because it'll definitely get messy. Once you start sticking the flowers in there, what happens is the foam starts releasing the water. So pretty much I just put this right up here. And you don't have to have this foam that tall, it's really up to you. I personally don't care. This is how I'm doing it. So the moss is to cover the top part of the foam, and then you put your candle right in the middle. And there you have it, guys. So now we start adding flowers to it. So as we're putting the flowers in, I want to start with the hydrangeas. These are hydrangeas. They're very pretty. Now I would tell you, these tend to not stay very well in floral foam, so you kind of don't want to do this way too in advance. Like, you can do it the day before or the day of when you're making this arrangement. This foam tends to dry out pretty fast, so you want to keep adding water to it. And as you can see, I'm cutting it pretty short because you don't want it way too far out. So you measure it, that's as far as I want it to go, right? So then you stick it into the foam. The foam will keep everything in place. And note that I'm going to use the same leaves from the hydrangeas just for decorative. So I'll add it to the arrangement. Just to add, just to use everything. Like, you don't want to leave everything out. Don't just misuse the product. Just use it. That's what it's there for. And so I'll do one hydrangea in each corner. We'll do this one. Pretty short. Whatever pieces don't look good, you can always just tear them off. It won't hurt it. Sometimes just gently shaking it helps release all the loose flowers that are in there, and it helps proof it out a little too. I like to move on to the roses then. So what I like to do with the roses is I like to do clusters of 3, like around here, which it may be a little difficult being that there's part of the frame right there, but the frame is more on the lower side, so leaving the oasis kind of high gives you a space to work in within right there. And then you can always take these off. These are what we call packaging petals, so they get damaged in the packaging. You just take them off. See, there's a cluster of 3 right there, and you do that on every corner. That's the dog in the background. I can't keep him quiet. There's no way to even do that. He doesn't know what quiet is. Squeak. So now we'll go on with the Gerber daisies. I have 8 of them, so I've already put 2 in. But I've put some down low where underneath the roses. So since I have 8, I'm gonna put some up high. Oh, that was almost a disaster. disaster, almost knocked the whole picture down. All you're doing is just sticking it into the foam, that's it. It's really easy, y'all. And you can always just fluff them out. Just, I mean, don't beat them up, don't be brutal, just gently kind of like pet them. Just pet them and tell them I love you. Just kidding. So you get to see what I'm doing so far. Look at that, doesn't that look nice? See that I'm pushing it in from the bottom because I don't want to break the stem or bend it, or I don't want to hurt the flower. Some people get caught up and try to push it in from up here. Now you want to get into where the stem is and push it in little by little to not hurt the stem, not break it. Because once your flower's broken, I mean, you're the one that's going to be upset with yourself for messing it up. Now I'm going on with the mini carnations. Now these things come in a ton of colors. They come in so many colors. I personally chose these because I thought they were really pretty. See what I mean? I tried pushing it from the top and I broke it, but I'm not upset with myself. And the reason I say mini carnations because you get so many more blooms from it versus getting the bigger size. So you get more flowers. Let me show you guys. Look at that. Pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. That's how my mama says it. Don't be afraid of the flowers, guys. Just do it and don't overthink it. If you have to overthink a design, then maybe it's not right. Just let it happen. Let it create itself as you're making it. Don't over plan it. That's where a lot of people get stuck, is they start overthinking the design when it's a lot easier than you think it is. Just let it happen. Don't forget the bottom edges either. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm going in at an angle towards where the hydrangea stem is. Shoving it in there. Just sticking it into the foam. Your little carnations. Now, not all of these are open, but once they start opening, I mean, you'll see them a lot more. See, I have some right down here. Gotta get some down here. I'm missing this spot. Oh, my hydrangea came out. Shove it back in. There we go. So you don't want to poke too many holes into the foam. So you don't want to constantly take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in. Because then what happens is you have all these holes. It makes the oasis holy. Just kidding. It makes it really loose. So then it's hard to actually like get the flowers to stay in there. We'll add the famous baby's breath that everybody's obsessed with nowadays. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I hate baby's breath. I hate the smell of it, I hate the tradition of it, but it's popular. It does look pretty though. It gives it that little delicate finish to every arrangement. So see how I'm putting some down low, I'm putting some up high. I'm gonna put some in here in the little holes. I'm just gonna cover it up, that way you don't have holes in there. Like I said, it's pretty easy. You see how quick I did this? Just making it simpler for you guys to learn how to do it. And note that I put the candle in first because if you wait till the end, you're going to have a hard time getting it in. So do it before you start making the arrangement. I'm lifting the flowers to be able to push in the baby's breath. I want to know how hard it is for me to sit here and be quiet. Like, I'm the type of person that loves to sing and dance and make all this rubbish noise, and you know, just I can't because I have to watch what I put online. I don't get my videos taken down because believe me, everybody that knows me knows how spontaneous and crazy and funny I am. Wild. Golly, am I wild. I'm cuckoo. Alright guys, well, here you have it. It's a beautiful lantern arrangement for your wedding. If you like what I did, like and subscribe, share. I will be doing more of the floral side of the do-it-myself. Thank you for watching. Last message, if you have extra flowers, you can definitely use them wherever you want. And I'll show you a trick. I told you I like to use everything. So I'll use this leaf on the inside of this vase. Well, it's a mason jar. To cover up the clear part, you know, simple tricks. Just use everything you have, oh my gosh. Why waste? Here's another sweet and simple arrangement that you can put on a table in a little mason jar. Turn this a little. Oh. Let me see. Oh.